So Roy Keane leads out Manchester United. But Merson, Boateng and Pablo Angel all return after the last match. Ryan Giggs still out, Van Nistelrooy fit enough only to sit on the bench, and only the second game David Beckham has started in the last 9. And Roy Keane and Paul Merson are the two captains. Merson, who at 33 is still such an inventive player for Aston Villa and looks in a good frame of mind for this cup tie. So Aston Villa, claret and blue, as always, playing from the right in the first half, away from the Holt end, where there's an enormous roar as the game is about to start. Here's Beckham. Sylvestre with 6 white shirts forward in this attack. Nicky Butt, they're conceding. Oh, it's Keane now. I was going to say Villa are conceding ground up to the edge of the penalty area almost. This is Veron. A mistake or a moment of inspiration to set this match alight, because at the moment the two teams are just containing each other. Now then, Beckham's made a forward run here for United. It's his header back. This is what it's now, Solskjaer. Forward by Veron. That's a decent ball to Solskjaer if he can get it down, and he can.
And that's what the second one in a couple of minutes. He's got that side just across the face of the goal, but Schmeichel had it covered.
And that is half-time at Villa Park, and a paucity of goal-scoring chances in the first 46 minutes. Sir Alec Ferguson switching his team around on the left side quite a lot. Solskjaer with one shot that, or maybe a couple, one that did need saving and one that didn't. And Aston Villa really playing quite deep, with Manchester United making the play, but neither attack given any freedom at all by the respective defences. Hence we have a half-time score here of Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 0. This is Hendry. Oh, and Taylor's through for Villa, and they've scored! Aston Villa take the lead. Ian Taylor makes the forward run and goes to the Villa supporters, of which he is one and always has been. Manchester United caught cold after a very good spell of attacking at the other end. John Gregory shows no emotion, but Taylor shows plenty. The ball played through here by, in fact, was an offside there, which didn't matter, he was passive. Taylor comes through and jabs that past Carroll. Aston Villa 1, Manchester United 0.
Well, there's the ball threaded through that we want from Lee Hendry. And the first time that Taylor's made the run from the centre of midfield, the offside trap didn't work. Is he going to get there? There's a bit of shirt tugging, little toe ender, scuffed, didn't matter. It trickled its way into the net.
And that is against the run of play, but as Trevor says, it's exactly what Aston Villa were planning.
I mean, Alex Ferguson mentioned I must wonder, because they've started the second half so well.
Here we go again with Taylor. Oh, it's going to be an own goal. It's going to be an own goal by Philip Neville. It's 2-0. 2 in 2 minutes. Oh dear, what a calamity for Phil Neville and Manchester United. Ian Taylor was again at the heart of the action. He it was who made that darting forward run. Neville came across and headed the ball past his own goalkeeper. It trickled in the corner.
Well, what a difference when you get midfield from the centre running. He's panicked them, and whether he got the call, Roy Carroll didn't see his lips move as he's coming out. Philip Neville didn't hear anything, and it's a classic.
Van Nistelrooy, 20 goals this season, 12 in his last 11 games, 7 in consecutive games for him. Comes on now.
Well, poor old Chadwick, who's a substitute, has been substituted.
Now Keane, but if Manchester United get one back, well, there's going to be a storming finish to this game. Of that you can be sure. This is Sylvester. And that was well taken by Solskjaer. He's away from Mjolberg. And it's a goal. Yeah, they have got one back. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. In on Schmeichel's legs, I think. But it's 2-1. And that is going to give us one heck of a finish here. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took on Mjolberg, got the other side of him, hit it with his left foot. Schmeichel couldn't keep it out. It's 2-1, Trevor.
Yeah, a bit psychic there, weren't you? Certainly, as the ball went to Solskjaer, Mjolberg tried to tighten him down. Solskjaer read it well, nodded it the other side of him, and he actually hit it well on the stretch, kept it down very, very well, because it's a difficult skill, and it was keeping it down that was vital, because Schmeichel stood up well, but it went between his legs. This is the one, he's stretching, not easy to keep it down low, and that was the only way it could have gone in at the near post. You can't blame Schmeichel, excellent play by Solskjaer. Yeah, it was a real striker's goal. And here's Neville now to Beckham. Now this is where Manchester United really turned it. Solskjaer's there again! And Schmeichel on the 6-yard line to foil Van Nistelrooy and Solskjaer. It's a free kick, which has been taken quickly to Solskjaer. Veron to Scholes. Beckham on the far side. Van Nistelrooy waits. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, yes, it's 2-2. Oh, Manchester United again coming from behind. Van Nistelrooy having come on as a substitute. Oh, there are people on the pitch here. Van Nistelrooy makes it 21 goals for the season. And look at the patient build-up here. Scholes with the crossfield ball. Beckham with the header. Now Van Nistelrooy beat Staunton and then beat Schmeichel. Well, I wasn't sure if Beckham was offside when the ball was played, but a great leap for him at the back post. And Van Nistelrooy, I mean, the chest is so strong, brushes aside Staunton. Right, tries to get in there. Schmeichel, no chance, and Van Nistelrooy is in a golden spell at the moment. Magnificent strike.
What price a 2-2 draw? What price a 3-2 win now? Graham Cole delayed the kick-off there because people had come over the barriers, and there's only in jubilation, I have to say. The stewards are now pushing them back. Well, they've got them back, and players restarted. It's Aston Villa 2, Manchester United 2. How often in football this happens when a team goes 2 up? This is Merson. Now Villa have to change their tactics again and go for the throat. Veron. Scholes. Oh, it's Van Nistelrooy again! Can you believe this? You've got to believe it! It's 3-2 Manchester United! Another fantastic comeback! And another incredible FA Cup tie. Look at this. He's almost buried between supporters. Here he is taking it in stride, Van Nistelrooy. Oh, it's such good finishing. He's gone round Peter Schmeichel, left him on the ground, and all we can hope for now is that the supporters don't spoil this. The pitch has been invaded again while you're watching this, but Ruud Van Nistelrooy, what a player, what a finisher. 22 for the season, 14 in his last 12 games. 3 in 5 minutes for Manchester United. You think you've seen it all in your haven't, have you?
Well, you just got to hold your hands up and say it's just wonderful, wonderful to watch. I mean, unless you're a Villa fan, and you know, it's just, what must he be thinking? 2-0 up, what was it, quarter of an hour to go? I mean, he looks as if he's going to get a massive upset. Alex Ferguson, even he ran onto the pitch, he was so excited. It was just 5 or 6 unbelievable minutes. Great football, superb movement. They were unstoppable.
Well, there was a sensational comeback at Tottenham, wasn't there, when they were 3 down and won 5-3. But in its way, this is even more dramatic. Look at Ferguson. 3-2 to Manchester United after being 2-0 down until the 77th minute. You want drama? Well, put Manchester United and the FA Cup together and what a cocktail. This is Merson. Right now, can Villa come back to 3-3? But hold on, it's Van Nistelrooy again. He's on a hat-trick now, and he's away. Solskjaer, look at Peter Schmeichel, he's gone right out there in his anxiety.
I've got to ask you, who said that Van Nistelrooy was injured before kick-off? Because if he's come on after an injury, I would like to see him when he's fully fit.
Well, obviously he was the ace up the sleeve, wasn't he? Referee Pole in the centre circle. He's been asked by 1 or 2 players to check his watch again. Look at this. This is an away game, by the way. The FA Cup, what a fantastic competition. And what a fabulous match to launch the 3rd round. Ruud van Nistelrooy, whose 2 goals after coming on as substitute have given Manchester United a memorable victory. Aston Villa walk off utterly and completely stunned. And the masked expression on the face of John Gregory said an awful lot, I feel. Alex Ferguson's team producing yet again a dramatic comeback when all seemed lost. 2-0 down with 13 minutes of the 90 to go. And look at this, you'd think they'd won the cup.
Well, as David Beckham there, he was playing wide on the right, so he had a long way to get to the tunnel. He's still a long way from it now. It's a lot of exuberation, but you know, it mustn't be something that we encourage. It was just a fantastic game, and I think fans carried away from it.
Well, he was cheered off virtually at Old Trafford after the England-Greece game, Beckham. He's now being escorted off again by delighted supporters. And his return to the first team has coincided with a quite amazing cup tie. They'll finally get him there, I think, but there's a bit of a security risk here, which is why there are so many police and stewards around. But Beckham is still saluting the Manchester United fans who respond in kind. A breathless second half, Gary, one of the best, I think, in recent years in the FA Cup. The sort of game that it was built up to be. Finishes Aston Villa 2, Manchester United 3.
What did you make of the game?
Well, second half was a fantastic cup tie, and I thought we were really extremely unlucky to be down, to be honest. We thought we could have had a penalty. They straight up the part and scored, then with an own goal. At that point, I had to make the substitution. I didn't want to do it, to be honest with you, because he's been suffering from a groin injury. But he came on and the whole game changed.
Ruud, you're on the bench for something like 65 minutes. What were your thoughts when you were 2-0 down?
I was doing my warm-up. I just trying to keep warm. Then you get 2 goals in like a few minutes, and then you think what's going to happen, because I never thought that we were going to concede the goal, because they didn't have chances, so it was a surprise to me.
I have to ask you, the draw, incredible.
It is, yeah. It's put against my old assistant, possibly. I hope he gets through, but yes. I do. But the thing is to be in it. That's the important thing, just to be in it. Because with 20 minutes to go, we weren't in it. And it's a great, the glamour of the cup, and the uncertainty of the cup, and then predictability. We saw it all today.
You provided us a great game, gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks a lot.